I'll tell you what, folks, after seeing this, I'm going to go out on a limb for you all tonight. While Krause is down in the fallout shelter working on this humdinger, I'm going to show you the Hey David phone video he sent me a few weeks ago. I never watched it, but I'm sure it's just good old Richard telling me about all his great artwork and awards and stuff. He sure ain't going to be bragging about all his money because he ain't got it, of course. They're totally idealistic fool. But I'll tell you, after seeing some of his stuff tonight, and especially his go-kart, he has a right to boast a bit. I'll play the Hey David video whether it embarrasses his little modest self or not. And I got no idea why he calls it a phone video because it looks like a VHS video cassette to me. But I guess we'll sure find out. For love or money, here she goes.
Hey David, I was just getting ready here to eat, but I thought before I did, I'd go ahead and get this phone video out of the way. Now, hey David, my dear cousin from Kansas.
Cousin?
Last week on the phone you told me you didn't like to read, so I'm sending you what I'm now calling a phone video.
Folks, that's what's bad about a video. Oh, if Krause was here in person, I could ask him what he means by a phone video. Oh well, folks, I guess I just have to die ignorant.
You may wonder why I'm talking into a telephone. Well, the microphone built into my aging camera quit working, and it costs more to get it fixed than the camera's worth, to tell you the truth. But I did manage to get this old cordless phone's receiving station hooked into the video circuit.
Well, look how Krause knew what I was wondering about. 2 weeks ago, he looked into the future. He must be one of them guys they call a psycho. I mean a psychic. A psychic psycho.
At any rate, until last week we hadn't talked to each other at all since we were kids. So I'll try to bring you up to date. On the phone you asked why I didn't start my writing and artwork when I was younger. I'll have to tell you a few brief things about my life. However, I must say that recollections of the first 2 decades of my life are somewhat sketchy due to the lasting effect certain intrusive medical procedures had on my memory.
Intrusive medical procedures?
Actually, the first 10 years of my life, as I remember them, were not very unusual at all. I was horrible at sports, but pretty good in the classroom. I worked hard and became a member of the National Good Handwriters Club. Well, I gotta be honest, I'm starting to laugh here a little because it must really look weird seeing a video of me talking into the telephone when you're watching it on the screen, but I'll try to collect myself and get back to what I was saying. Like I said, recollections of the first 2 decades of my life were sketchy. Okay, but I did become a member of the National Good Handwriters Club in the 5th grade and was elected president of my class twice. My 6th grade, I got to be very sociable and even took a couple of girls to the movies many times and played spin the bottle at parties as often as possible.
You the Don Juan one.
But that all changed as I entered 7th grade. I started having uncontrollable muscle twitches in my face and my hands.
Why don't you stop the tape? Gee, sorry folks, I didn't know this was going to start getting sort of personal. Oh, let me just take a quick peek down at the fallout shelter and make sure Cousin Krause is still down there working. I don't want him to catch me showing this video. I don't see him, folks, so to play it safe, we better stop his video for the time being. We'll get back to it later. He might be on his way up here to get some tools or something. Yoko Ono has, after all, proven that John Lennon was Charles Dickens. And she has also proven that Ringo Starr was Shakespeare's beer-bloated Falstaff.
If I could save time in a bottle.
Hold it, David. You don't have time in a bottle, and it's late, and a storm is coming, and these people need to get home. I admit your digital cut and paste stuff is interesting in its very own way, but you need to step up the pace, please, and spare us the narrative. And I
Okay, folks, it's intermission time, and just like I promised before the show, Michelangelo's recently restored Consummation fountain statue will be unveiled right here at Hotel Originaldo during this 2-minute intermission at the T-25 mark. We're now at the T-99 mark and counting. Sure is going to be exciting to be witnesses to history, ain't it, folks? T-93 and counting. One thing for sure, folks, you'll always remember what you were doing at this historic moment. So you got almost 60 seconds until the T-25 mark arrives. You go get you some popcorn at the Daniel's Snack Shack to make the moment more memorable. Forget the popcorn, folks. Stick around while I explain the significance of tonight's events in the annals of history. Okay, sorry folks, but to view the unveiling and see the rest of the really big show, you'll have to purchase disc 2 at the Daniel's Snack Shack for $29.95. Just kidding, folks. On the disc you are viewing, the show is all on one disc. Yes, folks, you have been among the first to behold the genius of Michelangelo, which transformed David's slingshot of combat into a wine glass of companionship without moving the arm a fraction of an inch. It is said that Michelangelo planned this sequel from the very beginning and placed the arm with slingshot in the first statue accordingly. Consider the seemingly simple title of this double masterpiece, Consummation. Does consummation refer to the intertwined bond between the bridal couple, or does consummation refer to the ultimate accomplishment of Michelangelo's art? No, folks, this is not kitsch. This is genius.
I'm going to have to pull the plug on you, okay?
Sure, boss. Sure, boss, Cousin Krause. I was about to speed things up. I know I ain't got time in a bottle.
The first thing that I'd like to do is to save every day till eternity passes away.
From the film vaults of the Smithsonian, Camelot Confidential, just another lazy day in May. Marilyn Monroe and Jackie Kennedy swap roles for a fleeting moment in the tragically brief Camelot administration of the turbulent 60s. Indeed, Harvard scholars are now amazed at the similarities between John Kennedy and King Arthur.
I'd save every day like a treasure and then
And Harvard scholars are even more shocked at the similarities between John Kennedy's Thank God It's Friday Camelot combo and Elvis Presley's Jordan Ayers. But forget the rumors, friends. It wasn't President Kennedy that was caught playing with the Queen of Hearts. It was Jack Ruby. Kennedy's famous statement was originally, students, ask not what Harvard scholars can do for you, ask what you can do for Harvard scholars.
And so, my fellow Americans, ask not what your country can do for you, ask what you can do for your country.
Okay, folks, I'm going to speed things up just like Captain Krause ordered. More stuff from the amazing mind of David Daniels.
Don't you mean the Meshuggah mind of David Daniels?
And I guess I'll have to drop the amazing stories, too. For instance, like here, we see Woody Allen as the worrier, not the warrior. Get it? And what's he so worried about? He's worried that his sister Mia Allen is going to marry his ex-wife Mia Farrow's brother, Woody Farrow. And wonderful Woody is also worried that Mia Farrow might starve herself to death in pursuit of that perfect hourglass shape as she tries to compete with Jane Fonda's steroid-earring workout.